Have you ever wondered what a valve manifold is and how to make one? I'll show you. This is an interesting one because I can also show you two different types of valves. Valves 1, 2, and 3 in this question go to zones with pop-up spray heads. So they don't need what's called a Y strainer. These are all 1-inch Rainbird automatic valves. And they all come with, this is a 2-wire system, which means it has a common and a communication line, or in other words, a zone line and a comm line, as you'll see on your controller. And they'll be wired into here. Typically on most irrigation systems, your white wire is your common line, and your multicolored wires are your zone valve lines. So we'll be following as such here once we're ready to start. But today I just want to go over the anatomy. So a manifold comes off the main here. This is our 1-inch main, and it comes in and it tees. And the way I was taught to do it is if you have an equal number of valves, you want an equal number on either side of the T. So I've got 2 valves on one side of the T, 2 valves on one side of the T. And the reason you do this is you can fit all these valves, instead of having a bunch of random boxes all around your yard, you can fit all these in one big box, and that's why we do manifolds. And also, if we're experiencing electrical issues in our system, 9 times out of 10, that's a solenoid. And having all your valves in one area makes it really easy to trace back to your solenoids and not have to look for a buried little round box. If you're an irrigator, you know those little round boxes, they get covered up by erosion like nobody's business. Erosion and thatch cover up round boxes. You got a big box with firm walls and a good foundation, you are in business. I'm making a video of valve manifolds. So what they do is they come in from the main line and they come to the valve, and that's what receives the signal from the controller, open or close. So stationary, they're closed. They receive a communication signal from the control box, and they're open. And then they travel this way through a lateral line. We're not hooked up here yet, but you can see we're hooked up here, and they go to a zone. And that's the anatomy of a valve manifold. You've got some different pieces on your valve. You've got your solenoid, and that's what operates your plunger back and forth and gets the signal from the control box to go back and forth. So right now it's stationary, it gets a signal, it comes up, and it allows water to go through the line. You also have a bleeder valve here. You can hear that air, and that kind of acts, if you're familiar with plumbing, almost as a vent. It literally is a vent. It literally is a vent, like in plumbing. All valves, this is the most important part, all valves come with a flow arrow these days to help us know which way to send water. Because if this were backwards, you would not get water from your supply line. So it's important. Flow, the direction of your water. And now you know about valve manifolds.